I'm late, but I'm here. Hello. Hi, Rosie. Ah, it's a beautiful day. Life is great. Are you thirsty? Yeah. Three drinks. I know that's right. It's called a flight. It's called a flight. A flight, we give you multiple drinks. Life is great from paid in full. Good movie right there. Thank you, Crafty. How's everybody doing today? It's a hunter's moon tonight. Oh, yeah? I'm interested in the menu. When is the spiritual cleanses dropping? I know we're gonna talk about that today too. I'm great, Dupree. Okay, how's your night going? Do you have a topic? Yeah, tonight's topic is going to be manifesting new love. For those of us that are interested in that, manifesting new love. Hey, hey, Tom. Shout out to all the men that be watching me. We getting more men up in here, and I like that. Because spirituality is not just for women; it's for men too. I know sometimes some people try to make it seem like, oh, it's a feminine thing. That's cap. A loyal, good-hearted man like me. Who said that? Highly favored. You're a man? You're not a man. You're a woman, right? Oh yeah, I was about to say. I was like, you got me confused for a minute the way you said that. For real. But the next topic. Yeah, I was like, oh shit. I know that was dude. Who was I calling you hey, her sis and all that? You never got I'm a man? Hey, Lady E. I wish I was drinking with you. It's been a long week and it's only Monday. Dang. We just started the week. You said it's been a what the hell happened with you? What the hell happened with you? You talking about it's been a long week. No. You said it's Tuesday here. Now it's Monday here, 5:47 p.m. All right. She said it's been a long week. So for those of you that are interested in manifesting new love, how do you do that? You're sitting around and you're like, I don't have anybody new. I don't want my ex flat ass. What do I have to do, God? Send my new soulmate my way. You let go of the past person. Well, that's one of the rules here. But okay. So manifesting new love. How do you do it? You said by loving yourself first. Exactly, Courtney. Is definitely up there. But definitely, you can't be having no feelings for no ex if you're trying to manifest new love. If you really feel like new love is not coming for you, you cannot be having feelings for an ex. You gotta let the exes go, the past people go. 'Cause some of y'all, new love ain't come in because you still thinking about Rodney's flat ass. Maybe Rodney will come back to me and you ain't gonna manifest new love. You still want Rodney's flat ass. And see, make this crucial because I feel like some people like die without love, pass away. It's like, like love is not for everybody, right? Everybody don't want to be married. Everybody don't want a soulmate. Everybody don't want to, have kids and all that. But a lot of people do. And some people they pass away and they don't ever get to experience, you know. And that's because some people, the life that they live, they never took the time to heal. You get what I'm saying? Pure love is genuinely a blessing from God. And because it's rare, you can be in a relationship and you don't have pure love. I'm not talking about being married. I'm talking about manifesting real love. Because anybody can get married. Everybody that's married is not happy and in love. People get married for other reasons. Money, the way people look. That ain't pure love. You marry somebody for money. Sorry. It's not. Now, if you happen to fall in love with somebody that got money, you hit the jackpot. You didn't ask for that. You get what I'm saying? But there's a difference chasing somebody down because you know they got bread. You're not going to be blessed. Even if you get the person and you get the money, you're going to be miserable. There we go. Thank you. You know what? Let's go for it. Oh, yeah. Why not? Thank you. I like how he thinks. My friend right there. I'm gonna give him a big gift for big for Christmas. I'm not gonna tell him I bought my own fork, y'all. I brought my own fork. I told my mom today she was cracking up. I said, I'm gonna start bringing my own fork from home when I go out to eat. I don't trust these people's mouths. They be sucking for everything. Butthole. Mm-mm. And then when I all over the fork now, bring my own fork. God put that in my heart. God said, mm-mm, you doing all that damn eating out? Bring your own fork. I said, all right, God will tell you. God is like the homegirl, the homeboy. When you got your intuition turned on, God will tell you everything. Y'all say, now don't go to that restaurant. They food is trash. Sometimes God is busy. He let the angels talk for him. You know what I'm saying? God got a lot going on. But when you hear from the direct, when the big man talk, you know. Ah, okay, so wow, this shit is like a damn. I feel like I'm on a farm looking at cow or some shit. Ooh, that was a tough one right there. Feel like I was looking at cow or some shit. It's English word. Yeah, yeah, pepper me up, baby. Picante. So, yeah. I got some of those people, they ain't do the work. They ain't heal. If you don't do the work and you don't heal, God ain't gonna bless you with pure love. You're gonna die. Oh, you manifesting love. They go your ex. They go anybody from the past. You still checking your DMs to see if Timmy messaged you from. Mm-mm. No, Timmy, go. You done it. You let go everybody from the past. Okay. What else? Okay. You want new love. Let go of everything from the past. Have you healed from the past? Have you done the work? Are you ready? You're not? Oh, man. You're so lying. I've done the work, girl. Really? Okay. Some angels will test you. They'll go ahead and throw somebody your way that they know is not for you just to see what you're going to do. And you fail the test. Like, for instance, I'm trying to say, whatever, pick up anything. It doesn't have to be your story, but then you get sent as a test, a drug addict, you know, something like that. Somebody who's like, you know, and you still keep trying to be with that person and because you want to be loved. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. You ain't pass the test. I give you somebody who's a manipulator, who's a narcissist, and you still trying to make it work. You ain't learned none of the lessons from the past. You haven't learned nothing. Because the minute we tested you to see what you was going to do, you folded. I'm just giving you an example. Come on. She said, I'm so grateful for you. You are anointed. Thank you for your godly talents. And pouring into us. Thank you, Christina. I love you, girl. Yeah, you gotta do the work. You need it. And give me. 'Cause I was parked and he came right next to me. Like, stop, stop, stop in the park. That annoyed me. Y'all ever have somebody do that to you? There'd be mad spaces in the parking lot, and they come right next to you. That shit is annoying to me. So yeah, and to the girl that got mad at me today in the comments, I don't care that you're mad at me. You got mad. I don't get people. You know what I don't get about people? People think they can say whatever they want and you're not supposed to respond. I don't like that. I mean, when you respond, you're evil, you're mean. Why are you talking to me like that? You started it. If you would have just shut up, didn't say what you said to me, you would have never got a reaction. You wanted a reaction. She made a comment like, "Oh, when is the next something reading? Are you doing something reading?" I don't know what she said. And I said, "Did you pay for it yet?" And she got so mad. Everything is not about money. Perfect. Thank you. Mhm. Perfect. Everything is not about money. Blah, 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 blah. Nobody said that. But you in my comments trying to rush me to do your signs reading. If I ain't post your sign reading yet, it ain't your time. Wait, be patient, go watch somebody else or pay for a personal reading if you are in such desperate need. Mhm. Yeah, thank you. Smart. Oh, I forgot about that. Thank you. You made it. You're so sweet. I don't even know about no happy hour. You got mad over that. The minute you bring up money, people always want to get mad. Money make the world go around. You coming on here sitting on your fat ass on the couch, getting your free spiritual reading every day. What are you giving back? And that's another way to manifest new love. Be a good person. Do good. Put out into the world in some way. Some people they don't receive because new love is a humongous blessing. Some people, and that's not even just with new love. That's with everything. Money, friends, good, blessings, abundance. Do good. Get back. Some people, their mentality is just take, 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 take. They just want to get what they can get for themselves and go on. And that's not even just for me. You watch somebody every day. What's wrong with you supporting them? You're literally draining that person's energy every day. You can't give them anything. You get what I'm saying? Like me, if I have a reader I watch all the time, I'm sending them money. That's just me. You're taking the time out of your day to come on here and help me on my spiritual path. What's wrong with me? You know what I mean? So, or getting a reading from somebody or supporting in whatever way that may be. You can't be selfish and think you're going to manifest new love. It's not going to happen. And that's with everything. People be wanting God to bless them, but they ain't blessing nobody. That's deep right there. Who are you blessing? I almost took my fork. Mm. Who are you blessing? You know what I mean? Whoa, God, me, 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 me. Mm-mm. You ain't gonna get blessed like that. It's everything about you and your life and your problems and your money and what you want to do and the trip you want to take and the clothes you want to buy and this and your bills and the car you want. What are you doing to bless other people? That's another way. Again, but I get it. It's easy to fall into that world where it's like, it's all about me and it's not all about you. It's not all about me. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. You get what I'm saying? You want God to bless you, but what are you doing? You see your coworker every day at the bus stop. You drive past her. I'm just giving an example. You drive past her and you never offer her a ride home. You get what I'm saying? Every day. You see your coworkers at the bus stop. You always ride past them. You never say, you know what, Cheryl, let me give you a ride home today. No gas money. Let me give you a ride. How are you blessing somebody else? You see a coworker digging up change for their lunch. You know what? Don't worry about it. Let's see, I got it today, girl. She got 4 kids or whatever. Nobody helping her. Or she's a struggling college student. You get what I'm saying? I got it. Don't worry about it today. And it's not all about money, but I'm just saying, just giving back in some way. That is another way to help you manifest. Yeah, you think new love is just all about just going out to clubs and meeting somebody? No, and again, you want pure, you want the real thing. You don't want just a fake relationship, which 90% of people have. Use rules will help you manifest that. You need to pray more too. That's another way. Pray more, meditate, do good. Another thing too, to manifest more love, you need to forgive your exes. Some of y'all be mad toxic in the comments about your exes. Like, I get it. But like for instance, I remember I did a short, it was a couple of months ago. I said, somebody's coming back to you from the past. And I said, this is not a toxic ex of yours. So many people in the comments was like, oh, this ain't for me. All my exes are toxic, blah, 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 blah. First of all, Cap, how are all your exes toxic? Something's wrong with you. If you feel like, and I don't care who this trigger, if you feel like all your exes, every single person you dated is toxic, something's wrong with you. Something wrong with you. There's no way every single ex of yours is toxic. There's no way. That's a lie. Every single person you dated is the devil. Get the fuck out of here. No. Mm-mm. I don't care who gets mad. You are what you attract. That I don't agree with, Constantine. That statement I actually don't agree with. That's a lie. And I've said that before on this channel. That's a lie. You are what you attract. You know how people make up phrases and people stick to them because they're followers and they become a thing? That's one of those phrases. That's a lie. You're not who you attract. There are people who are great people that have attracted people that are shitty. That doesn't mean that they're shitty people. No, that's not true. Think about it. So you mean the women? What about the women or the men that get in domestic violence situations? That's their fault? Are they man and woman beings too? No. What about night? You've never heard of a nice person getting used by someone? So that's not true. You're not who you attract. I get what they're trying to say with that, but it's a false statement. It's not facts. You are a goddamn psychic sister. Oh, thank you, Jaquan. It opened up my eyes. That's so I don't know where that statement came from, but it's so stupid. And people really clung on to that. Like, yeah, you are what you attract. No, you could be broke and attract somebody rich. That don't even make sense. Look at the facts. That's a way to make people feel bad that you attracted a thief. You're a thief. That's a lie. How many people have gotten in relationships with people that stole from them and they wouldn't steal from anybody? I think what they're trying to say with that statement is you need to be the best version of yourself so you can attract a best version of somebody's self. That's what that statement is trying to say. But it's flipped, the wording is wrong. You're not who you attract. You could attract people that are liars, manipulators, cheaters. That doesn't mean you're any of those things. That doesn't make sense. People don't think, they let other people think for them. That's why the world is so brainwashed. You just turn on your thinking here, your thinking hat, they used to say when I was a little girl. Think for yourself. People don't do that. They want other people to think for them. That's why I hate the internet. Social media, the internet, this is the most brainwashed culture ever, and people are so stupid. And it's like, yo, like, really? I'm like, I feel like I'm in another world. Like, I'm not even human. 'Cause I don't think like these people. Like how the world tries to brainwash, for instance, what makes a woman beautiful? A woman does not have to be 120 pounds to be a beautiful woman. What does that have to do with your face? You could be 120 pounds and your face is ass. Nobody cares. I don't want to be with nobody who's just because they skinny, they ugly. It's a brainwashing technique to make women feel like they have to be a certain size to be beautiful. That's cap, or a certain color. Cap. Beauty come in pale, brown, light, dark, all of that. A woman is beautiful, she's beautiful. Her complexion has nothing to do with it. Another brainwashing technique. You get what I'm saying? There are women who are 200 pounds who are gorgeous. Yeah, like that. It's a brainwashing technique. That's all about Hawaii. When you go to Hawaii, the statues they have of women, they all big women. That's all about Hawaii. Hawaii is like a different world. The statues in Hawaii are big women. Go to Hawaii and tell me. Beauty comes in different shapes and sizes. You can't tell me nothing else. I've seen it with my own eyes. And if being 120 pounds was the key, why did the 120-pound woman still get cheated on? Hello? I can't hear you. If being 110 pounds is the key, why do those women with those weights and sizes still get cheated on? Exactly. And sometimes women bigger than them, but they don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. I know you're thinking that. It's a lie. So, what other ways for you to manifest new love? Detach from love, period. Stop crying every day. Oh, and the crying in the mirror. Oh, I'm alone. Nobody don't love me. Look at that couple over there. Thank you, love. Mm-mm. Sorry. Thank you. Yes. Perfect. Detach from love. Every day you crying, talking about you want a man. I want a man. I want a man. I want a woman. Oh, the girl next door got a man, and my sister's married before me. You're thirsty. Why do you care so much? Detach from love. Focus on you. Focus on you. I remember I was talking to this guy like that, and he used to annoy me. I'm working with a spiritual man. He was in Aquarius, he was in the Travis, and he used to always be like, "Oh, I want a girl, blah blah blah." He was always complaining, and I even told him, "Travis, you too thirsty for a girlfriend. Just live life, because you got to think about it. Why are you so? Why do I want a man so bad? Why do I want a woman so bad? What? Why? For what? Is it to help you pay your bills? Is it because you're horny? Is it because you want to fulfill an image? Is it because you're lonely? Like you want to, post on social media? Like, what is the real reason that you that thirsty for a man or woman? Sometimes you be too thirsty, and that means you're codependent. It means you're not ready. You're not ready for love. So you want somebody to come save you. Nobody can save you. Only you can save yourself. And that's the problem with a lot of people, especially women. They want a man. They need a man. They need to feel loved. You feel loved for what? You got ancestors, angels, you got God that loves you dearly. Family. Why do you need a man to love you? Why do you need a woman? You gotta ask yourself these questions. Oh, but my sister, she be posting on social media with her man. Okay, so what? You too focused on the next person. Be happy for her and move on. What's another way to manifest new love? You need to be pray for other people in relationships. Don't envy people in relationships and couples. Because if you have envy and jealousy in your heart, you're not going to manifest new love. You don't even deserve it. You know what I'm talking about. You see a couple and you cringe. God knows your heart. He knows your thoughts. You see a couple and you cringe, or even like trying to make fun of the woman, like, look at her. Oh my gosh, she has a man. Look how she looks. You a hater. She You think you look better than her, but she got a man and you don't because your heart is not pure. Oh yeah, girl, do that. Men do it too. Look at her. What she doing with a guy look like that? That's why you ain't got nobody. You're mean. You're nasty. Hating on the next person. You ain't gonna be blessed like that ever. People do that all the time. I even be seeing them in the comments about other couples. Oh, this ain't gonna last. But who are you? Why would you even speak that on somebody's relationship? Pray for them and keep it moving. You got jealousy in your heart. Like last night, I went to Halloween Horror Nights. I was happy when I saw the couples. I didn't get jealous or be like, oh, why don't why I'm not here with my man, my husband? Why would I do that? I was happy for them. Some people they don't have new love because they got meanness in their heart. And you think that that's still, you know what I mean? God knows your heart. You cannot hide. You can hide from me, your family, your friends, the truth. God know your thoughts. The chainsaw God chased you. You got to be fast. You gotta be tight, boy. Yeah, your heart. Oh, my man Thomas Redmond. After you love your man. Why are you telling us that? Don't tell him. You put his whole name down here too. Yeah, so that's another way to manifest new love, you know? Mhm, mhm, mhm. It's cheesy. Sometimes our heart gets us in some bad places. Yeah, yeah. But as people get bitter and lonely, and that bitterness and loneliness has to be used as an outlet some way. Another way to manifest new love is stay away from other people's partners. You know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all love somebody else's man or somebody else's girl. That's tacky. What does that do for you? You the one that like a clown. People be thinking they doing something by being somebody's side piece or side chick. You are the clown. You don't get it? If it was a circus, hello, they would be the ringleader, which would be the person that's cheating. You would be the clown with the big red nose. You're proud to be a side chick or a side dude. You look stupid. I don't care what you. You still look stupid. Money can't buy integrity. So another way to, Another way to manifest real love is stay away from people's husbands and wives and girlfriends and boyfriends. That's tacky. That's karma automatically. If you're messing with somebody else's man or woman, that's karma. Would you want somebody fucking your man or your husband or your wife or your girlfriend? Would you want that? Hello? Everybody getting quiet. I don't know. Sometimes people feel like it's like a power thing. Like, oh, "Mm, you look like a clown." And I know that may trigger some people, but maybe you need to be triggered. Sometimes it's good to be triggered because triggering means that something hits you hard in the core that you need to work on, and it hits you. That's why you trigger it. Because if you didn't get triggered, you wouldn't care. Hello? You trying to manifest a husband, and you wondering why you ain't never been married, but you've been sleeping with other women's husbands. Make it make sense. Why would God give you a husband when you not even respecting other people's marriages? You hurt, but why would God give you a wife when you sleeping with other people's wives? You don't even honor marriage. You don't honor marriage yourself. So why would God give you marriage? You get what I'm saying? Turn on your thinking cap. If you honored marriage, you wouldn't sleep with somebody else's husband or wife because you would feel like that was sacred. That's why some people never get married. I'm not saying everybody's sleeping. I'm just saying, giving you some examples. Even if somebody's not married, even if you know somebody got a girlfriend or boyfriend, you want to sleep with them. That's tacky. First of all, the person is nasty. Ain't no telling who else they sleeping with. They're not loyal. Because that's the thing with like people that are cheaters. Like they're not loyal to the person that they're supposed to be loyal to. So why on earth do you think they're gonna be loyal to you? Like when people come to me for those types of readings, I tell them the straight up truth. And sometimes they take what I say into consideration. Sometimes they don't. Some be married and lie about being married. I lost it when I found out. Well, that's different. That's different. If somebody lied to you and told you that they were single and they weren't, that's a completely different story. I'm not talking about those types of people. You didn't know. You were manipulated. You get what I'm saying? That's different. I'm talking about the people that know. And how can you sleep with any other friend's boyfriend? People do that all the time. People do that all the time. That's what I'm saying. People be doing some treacherous stuff and they wonder why they're not blessed and why life been doing this to them. You've been a good person. And my mom, she blessed my heart with something because I watched her church the other day. On Sunday, I watched the service while I was getting ready to go to Pilates. And the pastor, he spoke, his preacher, his sermon was about integrity. And he was saying how, you have to walk in integrity. It was a really amazing message. And me and my mom, we talked about it, and I was like, I really loved his message on integrity. He was saying like, about just being a good person. Like he even said something as simple as telling somebody, I'm gonna call you back in 30 minutes and you don't. And I know sometimes some people be like, oh, that's petty, but no, you said I was gonna call you back in 30 minutes. Be a man of your word, be a woman of your word. And it's something minor, but he was just giving examples of being a person of integrity. I love when somebody tell me I'm gonna something something like that's but even me, like when I do my personal readings, my phone readings, when I tell them we doing everything I did, I'm on the phone with them. I told you we doing, you know what I mean? I don't never reschedule no readings. I don't when you book a reading with me, I'm there. I may be a little late, but I'm gonna be there. Your integrity. But you know how many people, and I'm not trying to knock no business owners, but it's some people I dealt with, like with their business, and it's like you got no integrity. Because I can tell by the way you do your business. You feel me? So he was saying like something as simple as telling somebody, I'm gonna call you back in 30 minutes. Integrity. Or I told you I'm gonna be there. I told you I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna do it. If I gave you my word, I'm gonna do it. You know how many people tell you they're gonna do something, they don't do it? Integrity. They have no integrity. So it was a powerful message. And my mom was like, "That's one thing I say about you." And it blessed my heart when she said it. She was like, "You've always had a good heart since you was a little girl." She was like, "And that's why I see your life is so blessed the way it is." She was like, "You've always had a good heart since you was a little girl. I've seen how you always have cared about people genuinely." I said, "I know." But it touched my heart. And my mom, she's not the type of mother that's gonna say something to make me feel good. My mom is a tough mother. She's a Leo. But when she says something, it's real. She ain't gonna say nothing to make me feel good. May do it to other people, but not me. I'm gonna get the blunt of it. You get what I'm saying? So when she said that, I was like, "Thank you, Ma." It meant a lot to me because I have. And I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? But one thing I can say is like I stepped into every relationship, every friendship with loyalty. That's the truth. And when you can say that as a person, that's integrity because everybody can't say that. That you stepped into every relationship, every friendship being with loyalty. Everybody can't say that with good intentions, no matter how it turned out. Because a lot of people go in this shit with bad intentions. And that's the thing with karma, you're gonna get it back. And the thing about karma, karma will sit there and stew like a pot roast. God knows how to come in at that exact moment and get somebody's karma, you know? He'll wait. There'll be somebody, like say there's someone on the job who's always causing conflict, and people fired and everything like that. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know. Yeah, yeah, you got it. Thank you. Let people- There's somebody who always, you never know somebody who always talking drama on a job, get people fired. Your day gonna come when you lose your job. And God gonna wait for the right moment when you just get your beautiful house, your fantastic car, you about to take that wonderful trip you always wanted. So you're gonna get that karma back. I've lived it and I've seen it. You know who I'm seeing it in the karma? I talk a lot about my family because those are my personal experience. My cousin's friend. When I was younger, my cousin, he had a whole group of all his friends, right? They all their lives is trash. They all mistreated women. They all was cheaters. Well, not all of them. Most of them was cheaters. They was users. They was manipulators. They were players. All of them have miserable lives. Fat, ugly, bald, and broke. Come on. All of them. He doesn't have not one friend that made money, that's successful, that looks good now, that's happy. They're all miserable. I don't care if they watching, it's the truth. All ended up with some ugly men they don't want. That's karma. You hurt women all your life. You thought God was gonna give you a happy life and a happy wife when you've been mistreating women for years? No. No. Everybody's miserable. Even my cousin, I love him to death, but he's miserable. My cousin don't like his life, and I know that. And I saw my cousin hurt a lot of women. You get me? A lot of women. My cousin watching him be a snake to women taught me about snakes, taught me how to look out for men and certain signs because I saw how he treated women, hiding phones in the car and all that. Yeah, love him to death. But he's living his karma. The thing is, God will give you a chance to change. God will put you right in the spot to see and put his arms around you and want to change because we're not perfect people. There was a period in my life where I like to hurt a lot of people. You know what I mean? But thank you, God, for saving me that I was able to see this is wrong. You know what I mean? The way I'm treating men is not nice. It's not right. Why am I doing this? Hermit mode. It's time to reflect. Why am I doing this? Why am I treating men like this? What's within me and people don't want to look within. Because once you start to heal, you will, you know what I mean? You look within, you heal, you won't treat people that way. But my cousin has never done the proper healing. Going to church don't mean you did the healing. You could sit in church every Sunday. Are you listening? And his wife, she thinks she got a prize, baby. She thinks every TikTok video, she said, my husband, my husband, my husband. You're an idiot. Love her to death too. Sweet girl, but you chased my husband for years, even when he was married to another woman. You chased him for years. He didn't want you. My cousin didn't want her. He still don't. Just because a man marry you don't mean he wants you. That may trigger some people, but it's true. Just because a woman marry you don't mean she wants you. Marriage don't mean it doesn't mean that. Nowadays, she thinks she got God's greatest gift to the world. Yeah, I'm like, and then one time she made a comment about his other baby mother, uh, the one that he got both of them pregnant at the same time. They hate each other, by the way, and what a wonderful life. And that's why I said I don't date nobody with no kids. No baby mama for me. No, I'm the baby mama, the baby daddy, the baby, the don daughter. I'm all of that. I'm dealing with a man. Ain't no bitch calling your phone at 3 a.m. talking about little Ray Ray need diapers. Nah, ho. And she has the right to, because you have a child with her. Not me. She had the nerve the last time I hung out with her, she had the nerve to make a comment. Oh yeah, she thinks she's like now that she got a ring. I'm like, it took you 12 years. You probably bought the ring yourself because you're so thirsty for a husband. It's sad. She made a comment about his other baby mama, talking about, oh, that's why she's a baby mama and she's always gonna be. And I'm like, but you were. You forgot where you came from? You got a ring now. You forgot you was a baby mama for 20 years? You forgot? You forgot about that other baby you got by another man? People be forgetting where they come from. You was a baby mama for years. Now you got a ring and you the done daughter. And I looked at her when she said that. This is the woman that chased my husband when he was married. You chased after my cousin. That's how you got him. Keep it real. My cousin did not want her. He did not want her. You know why he married her? And I'm sorry if she's watching this. He told me straight up, he looked me in my eyes. He said, I didn't marry her for love. I married her for because she's my business partner. That house, probably in her name. And she posting on TikTok every day. She's married and her husband this and her husband that. It's sad. He's a user. He's used women his whole life. And the people that are like that, they know how to target the women and the men that are weak. They know the women and men that don't love themselves. They know it. They can smell it. Let me tell you something. When you love yourself, people can see that on you. You wear self love. Certain people are not even going to approach you because they're going to know ain't no way I could manipulate her or him. It's just not going to happen. But some people, it shows that you don't love yourself. And that's why some people will target you, especially women, because a lot of men know women want to be loved. That's why they use women for their money, for their resources, for their body. That's why a lot of women are so bitter and hurt because they've been used and manipulated. Sad. You got to pull yourself out that cycle. Mm. And my cousin's wife, she wouldn't pull herself out of that cycle because she wanted my cousin. Something is mentally off with her, though, clearly. And he knew it. She wanted to be loved so bad. And the first son that she had was with another man. That man did not want her. He didn't want her so bad, he signed over his rights. Which one? This one? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Thank you. That man didn't want her. He signed over his rights. And he's a disgusting human being. Because any man or woman that can sign off of their rights for their child is a piece of shit. How could you, in this crazy world, how could you give up your child to this disgusting demonic world? You're gonna allow a child to grow up without his father, without his mother. You are a disgusting human being. Never. But that to her. And I think that really scarred her. So when she met my cousin, my cousin, he knows how to like make girls laugh and all of that. She fell in love with him. He used her for her money, all of that. I remember one time we went on a double date. That's when he first met her. It was him and her, and it was me and ugh, this guy I was in a relationship with. We went on a double date. He told her before we got in the car, "Don't forget your purse because you paying for everything." I looked, and my cousin looked at. I mean, my boyfriend looked at me like, "Your cousin is crazy." I was embarrassed, and she grabbed her purse. A lot of women like that. Stop going by what you see on social media. What you see on Instagram is all fake. You never know what's happening in somebody's relationship, and people try to make it look like glitz and glamour. Like on her TikTok, she's always first of all, y'all ain't got no money. She act like on TikTok they a rich couple, man. They taking trips and all of that. Mind you, it's like 5 kids. Ah, y'all ain't got no fucking money. Y'all got people fooled. Talking mad shit. I'm keeping it real. That's why I'm just telling y'all, don't go by what you see on social media. Let me tell y'all something. And I can never spill the tea. I have a client that comes to me. She comes to me for readings. She is the side chick to somebody, right? This is a very popular Hollywood couple that's been married for years. I can't tell y'all who they are. Taking the glasses off for that. If you knew who this couple was, if you knew who this couple was, she's been dating him for 15 years. Okay? And if you look in the comments, everybody's like, oh, they're the perfect couple. Look at them. I wish I had their marriage. And I look at the comments and I just laugh. Like people don't even know. 15 years he been sleeping with her. She's his mistress and she comes to me for readings. Swear to God. And this is a married couple in Hollywood that people worship. They've been married a long time. They have. But the marriage is a lie. It's fake. It's fake. He tells this girl he loves her, buys her out. Everybody's like, I love this couple. They're perfect. I want a husband like that. I want a wife like this. This is just what real love, healthy love looks like. It's stupid. Stupid. And now when I see him like in movies and stuff, I'm just like, ew. Like when I look at him, I'm like, he's a phony. Like you're a phony. Your whole life is a lie. The whole image that you put up on the internet with your wife, taking pictures with the kids, it's all a lie. That's crazy. That's scary. I can't tell you who it is. I want to. I wish I could. I wish I could say their name, but can't do that to her. And I love her. She's an amazing girl. He doesn't know that I even know who he is. He doesn't know that I know because she's never told me specifically who he is. I didn't know who he is because he has a very distinct name and she gave me his birthday. And when I looked up his birthday, this specific person has the same birthday. I'm not stupid. So I know who he was. I knew who he was. So again, don't go by what you see on social media. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't go. Yeah. And I was like, I told my mom, like, Mom, you won't believe it. I told my mom said that slithering snake. Perfect. Thank you. Yes. Cool. Right. My mom said that's slithering snake. My mom said I can't stand his flat ass no more. My mom don't like him no more. My mom loved him. When I told her, I said, Mom, somebody I talked to, I know is screwing him. Every time I see him, I think about it. It blows my mind. But even now, I'm thinking about it. Like that's crazy. And his wife is somebody that's like, a lot of men want her. She's a woman that a lot of men desire. You know what I mean? That don't mean nothing. But I'm not gonna lie, like your wife, like she's pretty. Sure, she's very pretty, but she looks kind of boring. You know how some girls are pretty, but you can look at them and tell they're like a dead bulb if you get them in a bedroom, just stiff bored, like they'll just lay there. Some pretty girls they don't know how to fuck because they pretty, so they just used to just laying on their back. putting on makeup and looking pretty. You know what I mean? A lot of pretty girls, they bad in the bedroom. No, I'm serious. You didn't know that? You didn't know that? A lot of girls that's pretty don't know how to fuck. That's why they be getting cheated on with the ugly girls, because the ugly girls got a point to prove. Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm speaking the truth. So she look like one of them women. She look like she don't suck dick. And that's some a lot of pretty girls do that. They don't want to do that. Hey, you ain't gonna make it far. To be honest with you. No matter how pretty you are, you could be highly buried. You ain't sucking your dick, you're not gonna make it. I'm sorry. Not in this world. I don't care. She looks like one of them women that, they pretty and they just lay on their back and just see cold. You know what I'm saying? She just ass. You just a pretty face. You got no motion. They think they don't have to because they pretty. That's enough. No, it will never be enough. Yeah. Thank you. No. Perfect. Yeah. That's a good idea. Thank you. You're the best. Bon appetit. They do. They just, eh, yeah, thank you. Yeah. Uh. Mm-mm. That shit is whack. She's she like one of them wives. And the girl that's my client, she's a freak. She look like she be getting down in the bed. So love her. She's very sexy. One thing I noticed about his wife too, she's very pretty. Love her as an actress, but she's not a sexy woman. Sexy women, when you sexy, it's a different look to you when you're sexy. Everybody's not sexy. You can be gorgeous, but that doesn't mean you're sexy. You know what I mean? You can be not even, you can be okay looking, but if you sexy, you can pull niggas. You get what I'm saying? She don't have that sexiness to her. Everybody don't have that sex appeal. The girl I be with Reeves for? Oh yeah, she do. That's why he been fucking her for 15 years. Can't let it go. But the wife ain't doing that. Mm-mm. That shit is tired. So that's what I think he be cheating on her. She won. Did you see the wife? What she said? Did you see the wife and the actor too? Yeah, they both have. Yeah, I shouldn't tell y'all that, but never mind. I can't tell y'all which. I'm not saying nothing. Y'all trying to get me in trouble. Can't tell y'all who it is. Talking too much already. But just know, don't believe everything you see online. Don't worship nobody's relationship. You know, to they are a black couple. I can't tell you that. Thank you. It's perfect. Now y'all want to know they're black. See, I shouldn't have told y'all none. I don't know why I just did that. But it is what it is. Yeah. I never know who I'm gonna get for the personal reading. Be like, scared. I never know who's gonna come. You know what I mean? This karma will be losing both of them one day, right? Because that's dirty. Like that's just dirty. But everybody to each his own. Everybody's different. Some people who don't mind cheating in relationships. Like I'm sure there's I don't know if she knows, but I feel like she can feel that he cheats on her. I feel like women we know. We can feel it. It is sad. You know, I feel like some people live. A lot of people. A lot of couples. Did y'all see like I think it was last week or a couple weeks ago? It was a meme. What did it say? It was a meme that went viral. And the girl said something about what it says. I think she said her husband cheated on her like once or twice in two. She said her husband cheated on her twice in 9 years. Like all the women in the comments was telling her to stay with her husband. That ain't nothing. Did y'all see that? Everybody in the comments was like, stay with your husband, girl. That ain't nothing. He only cheated on you. He only cheated on you twice. And two in 9 years, that ain't nothing. And I was like, wow, these people are in some crazy relationships. You said it's true. I don't know about that. Mind your own. That's not, no, that's not true. That's not true, sweetie. That's horrible. It's rare that a lot of men are that loyal, but that, so what does that mean? What does that mean? That's not a true statement. How do you trust a cheater after that? That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you mean you stay with him? That's somebody that don't love themselves. You don't love yourself if you say something like that. You don't. And that's the problem with society now. Like some they try to justify people cheating. And it's like there is no justification for cheating. Stop making excuses. That's a horrible thing to say. Humans aren't perfect. No, humans are not perfect. But listen, you do what you want to do. If you want to be with a cheetah, what's your name? Mind your own. Go ahead, because you sound like you love cheetahs. Nobody not stopping you. Go be with your cheetah. It's not realistic to expect a man to be perfect or a woman. I never said be perfect. So being faithful means you're perfect. Being a loyal person means you're perfect. I don't know what type of mindset you got. I've never even seen you in this chat before, but you're talking crazy. And I can tell you're a person that does not love yourself. You are showing us that you are a person that does not love yourself at all. You don't love yourself. Point blank period. Being loyal and not cheating on somebody doesn't make you perfect. You think that somebody's perfect because they don't cheat? That's not being perfect. I don't know what type of shit you're talking about, but you're talking crazy in this chat. And it's a very negative energy, and we don't act like that over here. We value ourselves over here. You're not going to convince my divine feminines on this channel that they're supposed to be cheated on. That's something I will never allow. That's poisoning our family. You're being sincere. No, you're being stupid, sweetie. You're being ignorant. Over here on this channel, we love ourselves. And if you think that someone not cheating on you makes them perfect, then you have some serious issues within that you need to heal. But if you want to be with a cheater, go right ahead. More power to you. Nobody's telling you not to do that because the person you end up with shows how much you love yourself. More power to you. But the divine feminines on this channel, they don't settle for that. We don't do that over here on this channel. Wrong channel. The women over here and the men over here, we love ourselves. And it's sad to think something like that. It's sad. There are people who live like this who think that because the world has brainwashed them to think, yeah, you're lucky if a man cheats on you a small amount of times. That means, because it's like saying you're lucky if somebody only stole from you twice. Think about it. Remember the origin of the word cheat. What does it mean when you cheat somebody out of something? What does that mean? What does the word cheat mean? You guys put it in the chat. What does cheat mean? Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Let's look up the origin of the word cheat. Define cheat. What does it mean if somebody cheats you out of something? If somebody cheats you out of something, you buy something. What does that mean? They took something from you. They stole something from you, right? Look, cheat. Look, cheat definition. Act dishonestly or unfairly in order to gain an advantage. That's what the definition of cheat is when somebody cheats on you. To act dishonestly or unfairly in order to gain an advantage. That's what the cheating word means. So there's no way you can convince me that something with that definition I should accept. No, never, 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 never. That's like saying they only stole from you twice. At least they didn't steal from you. It's people out here stealing from people 20 times or 50 times. At least he only stole users, maxed your credit card out twice. You should stay with that man. You should stay with that woman. It was only 2 times. People out here are cheating multiple times on people. Sick. It's the sickness. You only beat your ass twice in 9 years. There are other men out here beating women every day. You're lucky. Stay with your husband. He only hit you twice. That's nothing. Don't leave your husband. Yeah. No. No. Nope. 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 You will never make me think that way. Ever. Mm-mm. Nope. And I don't want any of you to think that way. Nobody is perfect, but cheating does not mean no. When you say somebody's not perfect, it means he left the toilet sit up. He left the toilet seat up. Maybe y'all got in a fight. He said some harsh words he didn't mean. Okay. Maybe he came in and he was in a bad mood one day. You get what I'm saying? There's certain things that we're not perfect, but there's certain things it's not about being perfect. It's about you just straight blatantly disrespecting me. and I won't accept that. You see the difference? Yeah. We got in an argument, you cussed my ass out or something, you got mad, you talked about my mother's bald spot, and I'm mad at you, and yeah, you're not perfect. I forgive you for that. But not you poke your coworker in the back seat after we had an argument. No. And again, you do whatever you want to do. But who you end up with and the treatment that you accept defines how much you love yourself. Point blank period. He only loses his temper once a year. You know what I mean? And he no. Exactly, Paris. Mhm. Catherine said something deep. Catherine said, hold on, you know Catherine's comment. Catherine said, when you have respect for yourself, there's no tolerance for disrespect. Boom. That's it. See, the world is upside down. I know. It's the world we live in. You like, what the fuck? You heard that? Ooh, y'all, I think it's time, y'all. Y'all know I always tap out. We're not comparing abuse with slipping up and cheating. You know what? Mind your own. You want to fight. So that's what I'm going to do, baby. I'm going to block you from the channel, okay? Because you clearly something that's sad within you. I don't know. You have this spirit of argumentation on you, okay? And we don't do that here. You want to argue and make people you want to try to convince all of the divine feminines and divine masculines to accept a cheater because you probably did, sweetie. You're not spreading that here. You're blocked from the channel. I don't know where you came from, who told you to come here, but we don't do that over here. You're not spreading that type of poison to my people, my soul tribe. Never. Take that to your sister, your family, yourself, but you're not doing it here, sweetie. Go be with your cheetah and live a happy life. God bless you. Go deal with all the cheetahs you want. Have fun. Yeah, she want to argue back and forth to try to make us feel like we supposed to be with cheetahs. Bye. So off. Go be with your cheetahs in peace. We good over here. It's a spirit of argumentation. Right. Crystal said, bless you in your ignorance. Right. Right. Go be with your cheetahs and be happy. But you won't. But you know, that's people be toxic because they want to spread their toxicity to everybody. Because I deal with a cheater. You should too. You should be with a cheater too. No. That's your life, your misery. I like to live my life in peace. How about y'all? I like my life. I like peace. Y'all like your peace? I love my peace. She said, I rebuke that energy. Right, Larissa? I rebuked her. I got her blocked. You don't got to hear from her ever again. Not up in here. This ain't the channel for that, sweetie. That was the devil. Hmm. Not calling her the devil, but she has the spirit of arguments. It's you know what I mean? Arguments, what do you got? Arguments on her. She wants to fight. You know, people like that. People carry spirits on them. You got people with spirits of lust, spirits of stealing, gluttony, fighting, corruption, chaos. You know, people they have spirits on them, sexual spirits. That's why you got people who are PDFs and all of that. There's sexual demons attached to that. For you to think it's okay to touch a child, you're sick in the head. That's a demon spirit on you. I'm not comparing the act of cheating with getting your butt whipped with domestic violence. Both of those acts cause trauma though. Stupid. I'm talking about things that are done to you that result in trauma. That's why I said that. Smart ass. Gonna come on my channel and beef with me. You're not gonna win. Please squeeze some lemon on that shrimp and dip it in that baked potato. What? What's she say? She said, squeeze some lemon on my shrimp and dip it in the baked potatoes. She like, I'm not even worried about with her. I'm not thinking about no damn cheat. I'm thinking about them shrimp you got on that and that baked potatoes. She said, dip the. What she said, dip the shrimp. I love my big bags. I don't do no tartar sauce. Exactly. It takes a while for a person to get over this stuff. Like, yeah, even if that's what you want to accept, accept it. You want a cheater, you want a broke person, you want a thief, go live your life. But don't try to make anybody else stay deal with something like that because you are. I can't stand people like that. And that's why I brought up that meme. And that meme was annoying me. Because it was a lot of people in the comments like, girl, that ain't nothing. Like, wow, these people really don't love themselves. These people really don't love themselves. Like, you don't. But the world has changed so much. Like, I don't know. I remember when I was a little girl, like people weren't cheating. I'm not gonna say they weren't cheating because cheating always happens, but I just felt like the women back in the day, they respected themselves more. Like they didn't, it wasn't a lot of babies out of wedlock. People would get married back in the day. It was just a different type of upbringing. Now, girls have a baby. I've been kind of bloody wow. You don't tolerate negative energy. You live peaceful. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm on here trying to make people better, and you on here trying to poison people. You on the wrong channel. People like that person are dangerous. They dangerous. But there's some young man, some young woman that will listen to her and say, or him, whatever that was, and say, you know what, he or she is right. Let me just stay with this person and continue to be mistreated. Sick. That is abuse, not love. Right. And you know what? When you're constantly cheating, giving yourself to multiple people, you're inviting unwanted spirits. That's true. That's true. I don't get why people, to me, cheating makes no sense. Just be single. Just be single. Be a player. Be single. Like that's why I don't know people that be like, I don't want a relationship. They told you from the jump. They don't want nothing serious. They told you from the jump. They just want if you fall in love and get your feelings attached, that's on you. But you can't be mad at the person because they told you what it was. They said, listen, this is what I do. I want to have fun. I don't want nothing serious. Just be single and be a hoe. Don't bring anybody in on that chaotic life. You know what I'm saying? But they don't wanna do that. Yeah. You know what it is? It's a power thing. It's like, I have her, I have him, but I can have him and her too, and I can do this too, and I can do that. It's a mental power thing. Because if you're single, it's like, "Okay, well, I'm single." You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of sick when you think about it. You rather cheat somebody, you rather deceive somebody, you rather feel like you're stealing and taking from the one person you're supposed to be loyal with, the person that you're in a relationship with or you're married to. That's sick. That's why you guys gotta protect yourself. There's some crazy people out here that really wanna hurt. They're damaged and they wanna cause damage. Gotta protect yourself. They wanna hurt. They're hurt, so they wanna hurt. Mhm. Kind ours. Now, these days, they don't really wanna take you. Mhm. That's why we got queens like Miss Hawaii. Oh, thank you. I mean, I had to really work on myself, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't always like this. You know, I dealt with some people I shouldn't have dealt with, some people that mistreated me, you know, and I stayed. But I had to thank God I had to get up to a level of self-growth and self-love. You know what I mean? I ain't never been cheated on. That's one thing I never tolerate, whether I was spiritual or not. That wasn't going down. But I have, dated or talked to people that, weren't nice to me, and I had to be like, and it's hard because, if you have a big heart, you love hard. So it's easy when you have a big heart to love somebody more than you love yourself. Because you know when you love somebody more than you love yourself because you allow them to mistreat you. You allow them to neglect you. You allow them to cheat on you. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's hard when you have a big heart and you gotta be like, you know what? I love this person so much, but I love me more. And that's how you attract new love. That's how you attract new love, real love. Because there's good people out here. It's a lot of men and a lot of women out here that don't cheat, that are praying for a loyal woman, praying for a loyal man, praying for monogamy, praying for true, authentic love. A lot of people, men and women that want that. So, with all that said, I'm done. Okay, then. Right, y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna get out of here now because I gotta go back to the house and I got some readings to do. I gotta do the members read too. I just ordered a bunch of stuff from Sephora. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Sephora, they got like they have a new face palette. I was like, ooh. I just realized I placed an order and I forgot to use my discount. They were doing a 10% off today, and I didn't use the code. Oh my god! I wonder if I can cancel the transaction and do it over. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I didn't use my 10% off. Hold on. In progress. I might be able to cancel it. Hold on. Thank you, my love. Is there a way to cancel the order? Let me see something. Hold on. I forgot they gave me 10% off. Man, it is in progress. I wonder if I can cancel the order and do it over because that's a lot of money. Let me see something. Hold on. It's a lot of money, you know? Hold on. Maybe on the email they might have cancel. Hold on. To view or cancel your order, I probably gotta call them. Just forget it. Moving too fast. No, I forgot to do that. Damn, you said, girl, 10% is nothing. You tripping. I spent $750. See, Erica, you can't think like that. God ain't gonna bless you. God is not gonna bless you. I spent $750 right there. $750 in my total, right? So if I get 10% off, you can't act like that with money because God will never bless you. You can't be like that. That's not somebody who's very smart with their money for you to say that. What you thought I spent $50? No, I don't shop like that at Sephora. When I spend at Sephora, I'm spending rags. And that's low for me because when I go to Sephora, I'm spending at least $1,000. $750 is $75 off. That's a lot of money. That would have brought my total down to 675. I don't know about you, but $75 extra in my pocket would help me. That's my pedicure right there. I don't play with my money. And God likes when you like that. You got to be very smart about your money. I don't care how much you got, because that's how God will bless you. If you wasteful like that, oh, 10% ain't nothing. God ain't gonna bless you. You wasteful. You crazy. I'll take 10% off of anything. I'll take 10% off of everything. Yeah, I love makeup too. I love Sephora. But I feel like Sephora is easy to spend $1,000. That's easy. That was nothing. I still didn't even get my curling iron, which is $350. Still got that in my loves. I ain't even add that to my cart yet. Curling iron I want is $300. It come with different barrels. I got that in my loves and girl, 10% be taxed is about $3. Erica, I don't know about you. Girl, all right. If you don't want to save 10%, all right. That's fine. Don't save 10%. Do me a favor. The next time you get 10% off something, since 10% is nothing, the next time you get 10% off something, send me the money that you don't want since it's nothing. Do me that favor, okay? The next time you go somewhere and they give you 10% off and it's nothing, that money that they give you back, send it to me. Okay? Since it's nothing, send it to me. How about we do that? How about we do that? Good. Then we got a deal. That's how we do stuff. Because God, He looks at the way you spend your money and how you value your relationship with money. He looks at all of that, and that's how you're able to get blessed. Thank you. Pleasure seeing you. Yes, thank you. Next week you here, right? You gotta let me know when you off so I know not to come. Okay. I know you have a life. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Love him. Let's see what we got here. He always doing great. Yeah, I thought I got a special. What's the special I got? He said I got happy hour. What's happy hour? I guess well, damn, it's 15. So how much is it on a regular day? I remember back in the day, they didn't charge you for the Caesar salad. When you got a meal, you see, the salad came with the meal. Now they switched it up. Now you gotta pay when you get a salad. Anyway, all right, I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later. Y'all like my new phone case? Ain't it cute? It's floral and leopard. And I keep my cards in here. That's why I like these types of cases. Isn't that pretty? And they got the strap. I love it. Thank you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later. I love y'all. Thanks for talking. Thanks for having dinner with me. No, I love y'all. And anytime I'm talking to y'all, it's to help you. It's to better you. It's to encourage you spiritually. I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm not trying to be rude. I just want to see you on the best path for your life. That's it. I don't mean no harm. If anybody takes offense, I don't mean that. I want what's best for you, but I want you to want what's best for you. If you don't want what's best for you, then me talking means nothing. You get what I'm saying? I do that to help y'all. I don't mean no harm, all right? But sometimes love can be tough. Tough love, they call it. But it's only to help you better yourselves and to attract the blessings that you deserve. Okay? I love you guys. I'll see you guys later. Have a blessed day.